In today's show, the crypto market cap falls by $113 billion as the Bitcoin price tumbles to $28,750. Checking out the latest tweet from Max Keiser, 65,000 short-term target still in play. Today's double spend FUD provided a rare discount to buy sats cheap, hashtag Bitcoin. And he continues, would not be surprised to see Bitcoin hit a new all-time high by this time next week. That's right. Peekaboo. He also tweeted, I've been through 90% corrections in Bitcoin since 2011. This 30% drop doesn't faze me one bit. The only people who should be worried are those holding worthless-ish coins. Also right here, as you can see, these are the pullbacks during the previous bull runs, anywhere from 29% to 41%. And an important reminder that pullbacks are healthy and necessary if we want to see a $100,000 Bitcoin price. Also checking out the latest from Plan B, the creator of the stock to flow, 31,500 Bitcoin feels low compared to 40K, but did you really expect Bitcoin price to front run the stock to flow model already? Stock to flow model is right on track like clockwork. Patience, young Jedi. That's right. He also tweeted, so in 1 month we had Mnuchin regulatory scare, Tether FUD, Ledger hack, Mt. Gox FUD, Yellen Lagarde Draghi scare, fake Toshi nonsense, scam and spam attacks, Bitcoin software bug bull-ish. Some would say this is just too much coincidence. Just saying. Also quoting Max Keiser from the most recent episode of the Keiser Report. Here we are in 2021, exactly as we predicted. They did not reform the banks. In fact, they just expanded their credit card. They expanded their capacity to print and borrow and give away cash to their friends, causing now this huge crisis. And he continues, it's an enormous number and it's going to inflame the fire of social unrest, hyperinflation, Bitcoin to $500,000. Thank you, politicians. I love being a Bitcoin billionaire. Also in today's show, Bitcoin's biggest mining pool may be behind the Bitcoin price drop, but buyers have stepped in, virtually meaning that this volatility may come down to a tug of war between F2 pool selling and grayscale buying. Also in today's show, we'll be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and most of the major altcoins are currently correcting, but where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day, so be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, if interested in trading Bitcoin or Ethereum, be sure to check out the Bybit exchange. They have a special promo going on where you can receive up to a $620 free BTC trading bonus by using my referral link as well as the voucher code in the description right down below. You can also find all the details. So go ahead and take advantage of this and let's start stacking those sats, shall we? All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. We have a lot to discuss. Bitcoin just witnessed its first 30% correction since this bull run kicked off back in December of last year. Let's break it down, shall we? On January 21st, the crypto market experienced an increased wave of selling pressure, and within the last hour, Bitcoin price dropped below the $30,000 mark for the first time since January 4th. That's right, we touched about 28K before bouncing back. Now that Bitcoin has lost the $32,000 and $30,000 support, a growing number of analysts are suggesting that the price could retest the $24,000 support. One theory behind the dip suggests that institutional investors viewed Bitcoin as a crowded trade and decided to take profits. As I broke down in yesterday's episode here of Crypto News Alerts, Scott Miner, the Guggenheim Chief Investment Officer, recently suggested that the price of Bitcoin has likely put in a top for 2021 and could see a retracement back toward the $20,000 level. Now, in my opinion, this is nothing more than FUD because he must know that Bitcoin will reach a new all-time high multiple times again this year. For him to say it may take a few years before Bitcoin price reaches a new all-time high, to me, that's nothing more than FUD. Now, JP Morgan strategist John Norman and Federico Manicardi also warned that investors using Bitcoin as a portfolio diversifier are putting themselves at risk as Bitcoin is more of a cyclical asset than a hedge. This note of caution seems to have been well timed given today's show of volatility, although sell-offs can be painful for investors who are over-leveraged. Taking a closer look at some of the social activity that occurred during the downside move hints that the current volatility might not be a macro trend change. I also like to point out what Michael Saylor talks about. Volatility just means the asset is alive. Assets with very little volatility are practically dead, like fiat currency, right? Even gold, which has appreciated 15%, in the last year, a very boring asset class where I rather have the 300% gains in 1 year from Bitcoin with the high level of volatility versus having an asset with low or little to none volatility, because volatility equals life force. That's right, young Jedi. In private comments with Cointelegraph, the Thai analyst Eric Sabursky noted that during previous dips in the Bitcoin price, its market cap dominance did not really change. Sabursky said the following: "This implies that earlier in the month, sell-offs were cashing out entirely, while recent Bitcoin sell-offs are moving more and more into other cryptos. Looking at daily sentiment, the same recent drops usually have corresponding drops in sentiment. We weren't seeing that right now, though. As you can see right here on your screen, brought to you by the Thai. Now, the stimulus hopes keep the stocks near all-time highs. The traditional market continues to be boosted by a prospect of a wide-ranging stimulus package from the Biden administration. The S&P 500 and NASDAQ both etched new all-time highs on January 21st and closed up by 0.03% and 0.82% respectively. The Dow also closed the day with about a 0.04% gain. And out of the top 100 cryptocurrencies, the only project with notable gains was Celo, which gained 48.87% and trades at $3.37. We also have Ethereum, which corrected by 21%, and Polkadot lost 8%. And before I break down the latest tweets from our main man, Max Keiser of the Orange Pill podcast, as well as the Keiser Report, first let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin down 3.47%, trading just above $31,400. We have Ethereum down 3.8%, trading just above $1,200. Polkadot, one of the few altcoins in the green, up 3.4%, trading just above $17.20. And Miss Litecoin up 2.4%, trading at $140. We'll also throw Chainlink in there, up almost 2%, trading at $20.83. All right, now for the latest tweets from Max Keiser. $65,000 short-term target still in play. That's right, even after this 30% correction. He recently just tweeted this on January 21st at 3:46 p.m. Today's double spend FUD provided a rare discount to buy sats cheap. That's right, keep stacking those sats and buying up this BTC at a discount. I mean, this is what many of you were asking for. You wanted a dip, so take advantage of it. Why don't you? He also tweeted, would not be surprised to see Bitcoin hit a new all-time high by this time next week. Bitcoin, peekaboo. There you have it. He also tweeted, I've been through 90% corrections in Bitcoin since 2011. This 30% drop doesn't faze me one bit. In fact, it's fun. The only people who should be worried are those holding worthless-ish coins, and they are all worthless ish coins. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Max Keiser. Drop me a comment right down below. Also quoting him from the most recent episode of the Keiser Report, which I watched yesterday. I highly recommend you check it out. Here's what he said. Here we are in 2021, exactly as we predicted. They did not reform the banks. In fact, they just expanded their credit card. They expanded their capacity to print and borrow and give away the cash to their friends, now causing this huge crisis. And he continues, it's an enormous number, and it's just going to inflame the fire of social unrest, hyperinflation, Bitcoin to $500,000. Thank you, politicians. I love being a Bitcoin billionaire. Now, for those of you not familiar with his price prediction for this year of 2021, he went on the record to share with Stansberry Research's Daniela Cambone that he predicts a $220,000 Bitcoin price before the end of this year. Let me know if you agree or disagree with his bullish price prediction. And before I break down the latest from Plan B, the creator of the stock to flow model, as well as check out the pullbacks during the previous bull runs, as well as Bitcoin's biggest mining pool may be behind the Bitcoin price drop as buyers are stepping in. But first, I want to take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at $916 billion with $187 billion in volume in the past 24 hours. And the Bitcoin dominance is still on the decline at 64.2%. Now checking out the Bitcoin market cap, sitting at $588 billion. And now checking out the top gainers within the top 100, we have Celo up 30%, trading at $3.13, up over 50% for the week. We have Curve Dow token up 30%, trading just under $2, up 87% for the week. We have Hedge Trade up 22%, trading at $1.80. UMA up 15%, trading at $11.77. And Decentraland up about 15%, trading at 14.5 cents. Now checking out the top losers within the top 100, we have Hedera Hashgraph down 15%, trading at 9 cents, but do keep in mind it's up 64% for the week. We have OKB down 9%, trading at $5.73. Zcash, one of the top privacy coins, down 8% for the day and 22% for the week, trading at $84. And IOST down 8%, trading at 1.5 cents. Now, out of this list of the biggest gainers and losers, which altcoins coins in particular are you most bullish on? Let me know in the comments right down below. Now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 40 in fear. It's been a very long time since we escaped extreme greed as well as greed. Yesterday was a 75 in greed, last week an 88 in extreme greed, and last month a 93 in extreme greed. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD. Buy that freaking dip, take advantage of it while the Bitcoin is on sale. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. All right, now let's check out the latest tweets from Plan B, the creator of the Stock to Flow model. And if you're not familiar with Stock to Flow and Stock to Flow X, it predicts a $100,000 to $288,000 Bitcoin price, medium average between now and 2024. So here's what he wrote. 31,500 Bitcoin feels low compared to 40K, but did you really expect Bitcoin price to front run the Stock to Flow model already? Stock to Flow model is right on track like clockwork. Patience. That's right. This has been the most accurate Bitcoin price prediction model in existence that I'm aware of. And Anthony Pompliano tweeted, Stock to Flow model is deadly accurate so far. This is what a programmatic monetary policy looks like, predictable and transparent. No one can change the rules unilaterally because they think they're smarter than the free market. Touche. And Plan B also tweeted, so in 1 month we had Mnuchin, regulatory scare, Tether FUD, Ledger hack, Mt. Gox FUD, Yellen, Lagarde, Draghi scare, fake Toshi nonsense, scam and spam attacks, Bitcoin software bug bullish. So some would say that this is a bit too much of a coincidence. Just saying, I agree 100%. Now checking this out right here, pullbacks during the previous bull runs, we had anywhere from 29% all the way up to 41%. Here's an important reminder, pullbacks are healthy and necessary if we want to see a $100,000 Bitcoin price. That's right, and speaking of $100,000 Bitcoin, here's the $1 million question I asked on Twitter yesterday. When will Bitcoin smash 100K? I had 29% of the people right between July and August. We had 23.7% say between September and October, 23.7% said between November and December, and 22.7% said between May and June. Let me know your answer in the comments right down below. I also asked the most undervalued cryptocurrency, and 45% of you said Bitcoin, 27% of you said Ethereum, 12% Polkadot, and 14% Chainlink. Let me know your answer in the comments right down below. And before I break down our next story of the day, Bitcoin's biggest mining pool may be behind the Bitcoin price drop, but buyers have stepped in. But first, I want to remind you to smash the show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 670 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. You can also find me on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes. You can also follow me on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is Crypto News. Yes. And for those of you active on Facebook, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy. To join it, click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, I do have a private crypto Telegram chat, which is uncensored. To join this, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now let's break down our next story of the day, shall we? Bitcoin fell to lows of 28,950 on January 22nd, thanks to miners likely selling huge amounts of their holdings, but big buyers made sure that the dip was minimal. According to data from on-chain monitoring resource CryptoQuant, the past few days saw vast outflows from mining pools, which in turn corresponded to Bitcoin shedding 20% in just 1 week. That's right, beginning January 15, outflows from the FT pool, currently the largest mining pool comprising roughly of 15% of the total hash rate in particular, began to rise. And by January 17th, daily outflows have reached 10,000 Bitcoin valued at $313 million, these continuing for 3 days in a row before returning closer to the normal levels. Now, the FT pool appears to be responsible for the vast majority of outflows, which do not necessarily mean that miners sold their Bitcoin on the open market, but simply that they moved mined coins from their original wallet, as you can see here on your screen, brought to you by CryptoQuant. Now, regardless of the pool's motives, the numbers form a welcome counter argument explaining Bitcoin's sudden price drop this week. Previously, theories including the controversial controversy around the stablecoin Tether, USDT, as well as a recovering dollar were being touted as the root cause of the downward volatility. Meanwhile, Bitcoin exchange balances have stayed constant throughout January in contrast to the general downtrend that has been in place since December of 2019, which is what data shows us, brought to you by Crypto Quant. Once again, as you can see right here on this chart. Now, sales come amid huge Grayscale buys. Here's the tug of war I've been talking about. Asset management giant Grayscale has added conspicuous amounts to its assets under management this week, these potentially helping Bitcoin/USD avoid a deeper dive, as you can see right here, brought to you by BuyBT.com. The company's recently published Q4 2020 report, in which it says that institutions provided 93% of its inflows, compounds the idea that it is the main buyer of any spare Bitcoin supply. That's right, the FOMO, like a mofo, continues in 2021. As I predicted, not only do we have the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, we have MicroStrategy, we have Square, the owner of the Cash App, which is Jack Dorsey, the Twitter CEO, and we also have PayPal purchasing mass quantities of Bitcoin faster than it's currently being mined. Is there going to be a Bitcoin shortage? In my opinion, yes, absolutely. And that's going to be a catalyst towards the Bitcoin price rising, surpassing $100,000 this year. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments right down below. CEO Michael Sonnenschein believes that 2021 will see increased interest from financial advisors in the Bitcoin space, along with a drop in associated investment risks. That's right, the higher Bitcoin price goes in value, the less riskier it becomes. That's a fact. Now for a quick recap of what I covered with you right here in today's show. The crypto market cap falls by $113 billion as the Bitcoin price tumbles to $28,750. As Max Keiser points out right here, 65,000 short-term target still in play. Today's double spend FUD provided a rare discount to buy sats cheap, hashtag Bitcoin. He also shared, would not be surprised to see Bitcoin hit a new all-time high this time next week. The current all-time high is sitting at around $42,000. Do you think we will break 42K within the next 7 days? Let me know in the comments right down below. Max also shared, I've been through 90% corrections in Bitcoin since 2011. That's right, he's one of the original OGs. This 30% drop doesn't faze me one bit. In fact, it's fun. Touche, take advantage of it. Buy the frickin' dip. You feel me? Also quoting Max Keiser from the most recent episode of the Keiser Report. Here we are in 2021, exactly as we predicted. They did not reform the banks. In fact, they just expanded their credit card. They expanded their capacity to print and borrow and give away the cash to their friends, causing now this huge crisis. It's an enormous number, and it's just going to inflame the fire of social unrest, hyperinflation, Bitcoin to $500,000. Thank you, politicians. I love being a Bitcoin billionaire. Also shared the latest from Plan B, the creator of the stock to flow model, who wrote $31,500 Bitcoin feels low compared to 40K, but did you really expect Bitcoin price to front run stock to flow model already? Stock to flow model is right on track, like clockwork. Patience. I also shared the most recent FUD we experienced in the market just in the past 30 days alone, as well as the pullbacks during the previous bull runs, and a healthy reminder that pullbacks are healthy and necessary if we want to see a $100,000 Bitcoin price. That's right. So when do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to break 100K? Let me know in the comments below. Also in today's show, I shared that Bitcoin's biggest mining pool may be behind the Bitcoin price drop, but buyers stepped in. That's right. There seems to be a tug of war between FT pool selling and the Grayscale Bitcoin Trust buying. So where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go from here? Drop me a comment right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And real quick before I go, if interested in trading Bitcoin or Ethereum, be sure to check out the Bybit exchange. They have a special promo going on where you can receive up to a $620 free BTC trading bonus deposited directly into your account. All you need to do is use my referral link below this video in the description, along with the voucher code to take advantage of this special promo. Let's start stacking those sats, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.